So we have the new Christmas update in Australia now. As you'll see, as I pull into the car park, I've got all these spaces I can pick from. If I just pick any of these and then start, the car is going to park for me. It's much faster than it was before. So you're picking the space before you go into it. So whereas before you would put it into reverse and get close to the space and then it would take over for you and it would be slower, now we have all these and we can literally choose where we want to go. So if I want to go, let's pick one that's a little bit further away. And we've got to watch, see there's those curbs there. Let's see how that goes with that. So I don't want this one that is selected. I want to go right up there and now it's going to drive to it. Now my understanding is you only have access to that function if you have enhanced autopilot or you've purchased the FSD. I don't think you get it with standard autopilot or the standard package that comes with the new cars. Okay, let's try one more without the sun in our eyes, and I can show you a couple of the other features we've got with the new Christmas update. So let's go one with a curb. Now there is a curb there, so this is going to be interesting. Let's see how that goes with that. I might have to slam the brakes on here. Do I trust it? So there's a curb here. No, it's okay. Now we'll find somewhere to try a parallel park as well, because it does that as well. And if you use the older version, it's definitely quicker. Now more of the updates that you get, the big one for me is now one of the coolest features is we now have the app on our Apple Watch. So if I click on the Tesla, you can see there that it shows kilometers, and I can do the main functions that you can do on your phone now on the watch. I can use this as a key as well, which is really useful. Like if I'm at home and I just want to get someone out of the car, I don't have to go and find my phone. It allows you to open the front, turn the aircon on, all the main functions. If I scroll down, I can open the boot. So if I click on that one, are you sure? Yes. So now you can see the boot is opening. I can close it. So if it's highlighted like that, it means that it's opened. I can close that. So all the main functions there, it's really useful. That's probably the number one thing for me. You can also adjust. So now if I go into seats, I can use these arrows and I can move the chair forwards and backwards. Now on the maps now, it's going to show you weather. So if it's raining, it does show it on the screen. However, I live in Australia and it's the summer, so we very rarely get rain at the moment, so I haven't been able to see that. The other cool thing is if we navigate somewhere, to say I'm going to go to Inspired Movement, which is the best gym in Perth, I navigate there, but I'm hungry and I want to get a burger on the way or say a coffee, I can now go into these three dots. I'll wait for it to load. So click on these three dots and now I can add a stop. So I can search in there for coffee. And it's going to give me all the options for coffee shops on the way, and I can add that to the route. So that's pretty cool. We also have Tune In has been added. I've never used that, so I haven't gone into it yet, but there's some options there if you use Tune In. And then we have a new game as well. So we go into arcade. There's a boomerang game in there as well. Kids have played that, I haven't yet. So if you want the numbers, this is version 12, 2024.44.25.4. If we go to release notes, we have the Apple Watch that I've covered already. We have the mobile app dashcam viewer. This one's pretty cool as well. You can now see and view recent clips. So if it's recorded anything recently, you'll be able to now view it, and you can download a 30-second clip whether that's the Sentry mode or whether it's a dash cam. So here's a dash cam footage. So I actually recorded this. This guy in front was going crazy the other day, driving all over the place, swerving around. So I recorded the clip. So I just used the voice command and asked the car to save this clip, and then I can save it as a 30-second clip there to my photos. So that's really useful. Search along route, that's what we just went through, where I showed you to stop at the coffee shops. Precipitation, map, and weather at destination. So we spoke about that already. We've got rear cross traffic alert now. So when you're reversing out and if someone walks or drives their car close to you, the screen now goes red. Tune in, we spoke about that. Light show update, we've got a lot more options with the light show. So there's a list of 4 or 5 different variations now in there, and you can control that more from the phone. You can schedule that in. So if you come down to schedule, there's not just your preconditioning, your charging, there's now light show in there as well. So you can go through and control that directly on your phone. That's the new game we spoke about. Then we've got theatre and video updates. So you can use the media card to play and pause any active video content. And you can start a video in the web browser before you drive to enjoy your favourite content as audio on the road. So say you want to listen to YouTube, you can't watch it, but you can listen to the audio. Seats control, that's the one I showed you a second ago with the passenger seat. Maintenance summary. So we go to controls, service, and maintenance. So you can see there's more details around the maintenance summary, and you can go in and change all those things. So that's pretty cool. And then there's a load of minor updates as well. So the big one for me is the watch and the parking. Now, yes, you can park the car yourself. It's probably quicker and easier, but that is a cool option. Let's go see if we can do a parallel park to see how that works. I haven't used it yet. I've only used the standard one that I showed you at the start of the video. Okay, that wasn't great because the battery died, but let's try again. Let's go with this one here. So indicate, slow down. Does it give us any? Yeah, it gives us this one. Okay, start. Mind my curb. Mind my curb, mind my wheel on the curb. Okay. Going back and forward, side to side, and scared me a little bit with the curb. But let's try one more. I was going to try that one, but I got someone right up the back of me. Okay, this one's good because we have 2 cars. Let's try this. Okay. A bit more interesting now because we've got 2 cars there. So not bad. Let's get out and have a look, see how close we are to the curb. Okay, so that's how we look. We're easily in the lines, forward and backwards. And my wheel survived, and between 2 cars. And again, I'd probably choose to do that by myself, but it's cool having the option. And if for some reason you can't parallel park or just don't like doing it, that's a great way to go. So that's my experience so far with the Christmas update in Australia. Now it's now the 30th of December. I know the US and a lot of parts of the world had the update before we did, and I'm sure they vary a little bit in terms of how they work depending on what location you're in and what car you're driving. But that's my experience so far. Normal deal. Stick any questions down below if you have any advice or recommendations. It's also appreciated, and I'll speak to you in the next one.